How you doing, everybody? Today we're doing something a little bit different. I've got actually 5 packs of Avengers vs X-Men Dice Masters boosters. I'm going to go ahead and open those up. Apologies if there's any background noise. I'm not at home today. I'm actually at a shop, a local game store. So here we go. Let's see what we get. Angel, Avenging Angel. It's a 3 and a shield. If Angel is blocked but is not knocked out, he deals 2 damage to the opposing player. It's an uncommon. Oh, I was hoping for the super. Green Goblin, Goblin Lord. While Green Goblin's active, your psychic characters get +1 attack and +1 defense. It's 3 and a bolt villain. Pack number 2. Another angel? Ooh, cool. We have Thing. Ever-loving Blue-Eyed. It's a common, 6 and a fist with a fantastic forward character. At the start of the attack step, if your opponent has more fielded characters than you, Thing can't be blocked and takes no damage while blocking. Wow, that's pretty strong too. That's a really beefy character, of course. We expect it as a 6 cost. An Angel, High Ground. It's the common version of Angel that we just saw the uncommon for. 3 and a shield. Angel cannot be blocked by a character with a lower level. Alright, pack number 3. Human Torch, cool. Johnny Storm is the uncommon. While Human Torch is active, each time you find a fielded character, Human Torch deals 1 damage to your opponent and 1 to a target character. 4 and a bolt for Fantastic Four. It's good because these are kind of harder to come by since they come in the starter set. And Deadpool, Assassin. 4 and a fist. When Deadpool attacks, you may assign an opposing character to block him, so it's good removal. Huge defense stats too. Level 1's 2-4, level 2's 2-5, and level 3 is 3-7. Big guy. Here's pack number 4. Oh, cool. Yeah. We have Nightcrawler, Abandoned, 4 and a fist. At the end of the attack step, knock out 1 character that blocked Nightcrawler. Wow, another removable character, huh? At the end of the pretty big, beefy. 4 and a fist, uncommon version. And we have Nick Fury, Mr. Anger. It's the common version. While Nick Fury is active, you may field Avenger characters for free. Wow, that's pretty good. Normally play with the rare version of this guy, Patch. It's really good. And pack number 5. Oh, is this another Gobby? Am I gonna see my super rare? Spider-Man, Web Crawler. Cool. 4 and a fist. If Spider-Man attacks and is not blocked, you may pay Fist to change your opponent's life to 10 before damage is dealt. Oh, before damage is dealt. Holy moly. If you unblocked Fist. That's nuts. What a great character. Wall Crawler. Oh, I thought it was going to be super again. Green Goblin, Goblin Lord, 3 and a bolt. Villain character. We just saw this guy. When Green Goblin is active, your psychic characters get +1 attack and 1 defense. That's what we got in our packs here. So no rare in the 5 packs we had, but we did get a cool Spider-Man, and we did also get a really cool Human Torch. These guys are kind of hard to come by just because they are. I think this one's in the starter as well for Avengers vs X-Men, and both these guys makes it a little bit more difficult to come by because you need everybody's looking for the dice for that, which that happens. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll be back. Bye. Hey everybody, so really quick video here. I got myself a little dice bag to play Dice Masters. It's the Star Wars Galactic Empire bag. Kind of neat. It's about $8, I guess, retail at the local game shop. Of course, I got the Galactic Empire because more about the Sith than anything else. But let's see. Open this thing up here. Nice, kind of a felty material. Looks like it's going to hold this lined. I did see a bunch of videos and stuff about how to make these things, but wow, that looks like a pain. I even actually have some of the material for it, but thought it'd be really nice to have a kind of a printed bag for this. It's a good size. And you can probably drop in your dice, shake it up, and then get your hand in there and grab your stuff. No problem. So this will be fine. Like I said, it's kind of a felty. It's a little bit thin, but it is lined, so it makes it a little easier for you to pick up your stuff. It's got the drawstring tethers here too. So, anyways, that's the Star Wars. I think this is by Fantasy Flight. Yeah, this is the Fantasy Flight dice bag. Oh, here, you have to be 14 plus in order to have this. In order to be safe, okay? So it's not a children's toy. Not a children's toy. 14 plus. Take care, guys. Thanks. Hey, how's it going? So we're going to go back and talk about Professor X. We had spoken about him in a previous video, but I had a chance to attend a tournament this last week, and I got some clarification on some rules, and some updated rules too. So back in the last video, what I had done here, the Professor X card, is I had held back a Mask Energy. I had brought it to the use pile, and I grabbed 2 more and dropped in the prep area on my turn. Fortunately, that is not legal. That is not legal anymore. There's been an addendum to the rules, and I'll go ahead and I'll post a link to the bottom there. But basically what it says here is Dice Master Rules Update 9/22/2014. Any dice from your field or reserve pool are in transit to the use pile until the end of your turn. You may indicate this by placing these dice outside of any zone. Once they are in transit, there is no game effect that may alter them. At the end of your turn, all dice in transit are placed into the used pile. Again, I'll post these rules in the notes below. What it basically does is it turns a playmat that look like this, and some people are starting to see more things like this now, where there's actually like an in-transit zone there. I printed this from Board Game Geeks. So essentially what happens is that you roll your dice, you keep your mask back, you spin the other 3 the way you want to. Maybe you can buy your Ant-Man in this case. You have your dice waiting in the reserve pool, and at the other player's turn you can then do your effect. 2 comes in, at the end of your turn these dice go into the use pile. You can go and do your Professor X Global, PXG is what they call it. So for those of you also who used to play Magic, you'll understand about priority and about turns. And from the basic rule books, we have the turn order here: clear and draw, roll and re-roll, main step, and attack step. Well, what's missing there? In Dice Masters, there is no second main step. There's only one main step. So when it comes time for priority, make sure that after the first main step of your opponent, before they move into their attack step, you pull off your Professor X Global. So these guys are in their use zone, main step, they field their characters, they do whatever they need to do. Before they go into the attack zone, they need to pass priority to you so you can go and do a Professor X Global. The reason for this is that in the rules it actually states that if your opponent decides not to attack, their turn immediately ends. That means you do not have priority before the end of their turn because there is no second main step, and their turn ends and you no longer can do your move. It's gone, dissipates. So their turn immediately ends. So make sure that if you're playing with very particular opponents and you're playing in a tournament setting, that you do your Professor X Global at the end of your opponent's main step. So they're going to do the clear and draw, they're going to do their main step in which they're fielding their characters. Before they go into attack step, you have an opportunity. That priority is passed to you, so you can actually do your global, and you can get your sidekick dice into the prep area, move your guy into the transit. So soon as they're done, it's going to go down and everything is settled. Just want to make that clarification because it's really important. And I learned about this last weekend. So in transit zone is a new thing, came out in September, before Uncanny came out. Then everything goes to the use zone upon resolution of your turn. So your turn ends, item goes from transit to use, then you can go ahead and do your Professor X Global. Again, I hope that helps. Let me know anything you guys feel about that, or any other comments you might have. Hopefully I explained it well. Again, it counts for more than just Professor X. It counts for any time that you're going to be using sidekick dice when your opponents are your characters are fielded or whatnot. Essentially, what happens is that your dice in the transit, they can't be targeted. They can't be pulled out of here until the end of your turn. So you need to make sure you have your dice in the used pile before you can use it, or in the next turn. This happened with Angel. I think Angel has a activity where if it's fielded, pulls in a psychic dice. If it was fielded on that turn and you've got no dice, you lose that. You don't get it. There's a couple other characters that have unique little situations in which they need to have some psychic dice in the used area before it can be used. Anyways, guys, hope it helps. Take care. Thanks. Bye.